Okay, so we have your next boot camp. Now, this time, there are 2 rounds. However, you have round 1, a set of exercises for 1 minute each. You're going to have a break. Now, in the second round, it is the same exercises. However, they've been adapted to make them harder. So they are different exercises. They are just like a pimped up version of what you've done in the first round. Now, if in the second round, the adapted version, so they're progressed into a harder version of the exercise you did, if they are too hard, then simply go back to the version you did in the first round. So you could make it so it's one set of exercises that you do twice, but if you can, in that second round, let's try and make those exercises the harder version and see if you can really challenge yourself, because you are in the final week and you're nearly there. And just jog it out. So same boot camp warm-up, different boot camp workout today though. As I said, 2 rounds, second round progresses. We make the exercises harder. All I ask is that you just give the harder exercises a try. Squat it, big circle of the arms. If you do a couple in the harder option and it's simply too much, then you drop it back and carry on. It's not a problem. But it is the final week. Let's just at least try that second round. Roll the arms the other way. Deep breaths in. Take the bum back, bend the knees, push and kick. So a minute per exercise. And there are a few new things for you today, team. I know how excited you are for them. And from the top, jog it. And take it back into your squat, big circle of the arms. So just to give you a heads up, your first exercise will be on mountain climbers, so you'll need to come down to the floor, but not yet. Swing the arms the other way. Again, try and match my pace in these as well. I know that's a bit easier when we're doing times, but try not to stop in that 1 minute we have for each exercise. Push and kick. Almost time to go. As I do in every session, I will still run through all of the options for you, just in case. And I'll still nag you to breathe. So let's go. Mountain climbers. 1 minute of your climbers. Let's go, team. Make sure those knees are coming into the chest and you're not just kicking your heels around to your butt. Make sure your bum is down. And keep your hands under your head and shoulders. Slow it down if you need the option here. Or as always, you can take it from your knees if you need it. I will always show you all of the options. But hopefully by week 6, you're here with me. Your next exercise, you're going to be coming up on your feet in 3, 2, 1 for your star and star jumps. Let's go. So just jump it out and in. full jump here. Make sure you're taking those feet out and in. And as always, I know this might be a bit of a problem exercise for a lot of you. So if it is, you just take the lower option, tap it out to the side and raise the arms up and down. Just like this. If you are taking this option, get as much bounce as you can though. That's it. Almost there. We are moving on to our burpees next, that phase 2. In 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So this is with the push up. So we jump it back, push up, in and up. That's it. Jump it back, push up, in and up. As always, you have choices here. You can drop to your knees for the push-up. Just come back onto your toes to jump it in. Or you can walk it back, then drop to your knees, and then walk it in. So many options there. Pick the one that challenges you the most. If you are taking the full push up on your toes, do make sure you're actually getting down as well. Three, 2, 1, and stay down on the floor. Hold your plank. Let's go. 1 minute, hold. So toes here, elbows under shoulders, pull the belly in, butt is down, and we breathe. Drop to your knees if that's the option you need, but if you are taking this option, do make sure your hips and your bum are rolled down towards the floor and you have that belly pulled in. In, nearly there. Breathe through it. You're coming up onto your feet in 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Toe touch squat. So squat it down, tap the opposite foot, and then come up. So notice here, I'm not rolling forward from my upper body and I'm not hunching down in order to achieve that squat. So roll the bum back, keep the shoulders back, and just bring that hand across. Here is your option. If you need it, if coming all the way down is a little bit too much, then you take it here. Otherwise, all the way down. Stay with me. We're going to move into some lunging next. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. 30 seconds each side. Just a simple forward lunge. That's it. Shoulders back. Make sure you're bending both the knees. Don't be so skeptical. Sometimes the exercises are this simple. Remember, we're giving ourselves somewhere to go from this circuit. Think of this circuit and this round that we're doing as your base layer. Change sides. And then from your base layer in round 2, we take it further. Keep those shoulders back, keep that back straight. Please no leaning forward from the hips. Make sure the work is coming from bending that back knee. You're going to come down onto the floor now for your Spider-Man plank. So back in your plank position, alternate bringing the same knee around to that same shoulder. So here's your higher option, which are your toes. Please remember belly's in and try not to thrust your hips towards the floor. Now if you need to, take it from your knees here, but either option, elbows are under the shoulders, keep your eyes forward and brace that tummy in. And remember to breathe, team. How are we doing? Really get that knee around to the shoulder. You will be staying down for your next exercise, but you'll be bringing it up onto your hands. In 3, 2, 1, excellent. So on your hands and feet, alternate raising the back leg here. Alternate raising it up and down. So again, pull that belly in. Shoulders are over your hands. Get that leg as high as you can, and if you need it, here is your lower option. The higher you get that leg, the more of that butt you get to squeeze. And if you really need it, you can take the option from your box here. Otherwise, let's try from our toes, hey? We are in week 6. If there is a time to really challenge yourself, it is this week. Because you want to see how far you can go while you've got me here coaching you. Because once I'm not here and you're doing things on your own, it is much harder. And guess what? You get to rest for a minute. And I know you're going to spend the whole minute anticipating how on earth we can make those exercises even more exciting in round 2. But trust me, there is a way. Shake it out, walk it off, have a drink, have some fresh air, whatever you need to do, just don't go anywhere. So again, round 2, 1 minute per exercise. We're going to try to not break in between, and I will warn you what's ahead. So we started with our mountain climbers. We're going to come down into the same position, but instead you're going to tap the opposite hand to foot in a climber heel tap. So come down. Let's go. Climber heel tap starts now. Hand to opposite foot, bring the knee in. So please make sure you're not raising your bum up in a downward dog position to make it easier. Now, if this is too difficult, take it back to your regular mountain climber. You can always revert back to round 1 and go again if you need to. Or you can bring it down onto your knees and tap the calf. Either way, please pull the belly in and breathe. Otherwise, take it from the toes if you can here. So we're really adding some balance into this now, team. That makes it a bit harder, doesn't it? Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Come onto your feet. Your star jump becomes your reverse star jump. I know, not this again. Let's go. You really will be jumping for joy like this when you get rid of me, won't you? Tap it here if you need, or take it back to a basic star jump like we did in round 1. Stay with me, team. Now, while you're doing this, just want to let you know what's coming up with our burpee. We had beginner burpees. We had phase 1. We had phase 2, which we did in the last round. We've even had a burpee turnaround. Now, I know you're saying, Tara, burpees cannot get any more exciting than that. They can. Because in our next exercise, we're taking it to phase 3. Burpee, push up, tuck jump. That's it. You heard me. Let's go. So, take it back. Burpee, push up, bring it in, and tuck jump. Now, this is how a burpee should actually be done. But most people struggle with it. Here are your options. Drop to your knees and bring it into a little skip of the knees when you come up instead of that tuck jump. That's option 1. Option 2, step it back, push up, step it in, and take a march of each knee. There are so many options here. But do really try and challenge yourself, team. Nearly there. Next, you're going to come down for your plank, but we're going to change it. That's it. Hands and toes this time, and Superman. Alternate the opposite arm and leg. We have done these before. Really push through the palms. Drop to the knees if you need the option here. But make sure your belly is in. There's always your box, or you can hold the plank on your elbows from last round. So sometimes the progression that we're doing here is too much, but the options like this that I offer you are a bit too easy. So then go back to round 1 if that's what you need. I'm giving you choices here, team. Otherwise, hands and toes here. Now, in just a moment, we're coming back up for your toe touch squats. However, come on up. We're going to hold it. We've done this before. Hold the squat. That's it. And tap the opposite toe. Shoulders are back. And see how my butt is right back here. I'm not hunching forward. My shoulders and my back are still straight. It's that bend of the knees here that is bringing me down. If that is too much, take it back to round 1 where you squatted and touched the foot and came up in between. Those thighs are probably burning off right about now. Just hang there, keep going. We're going to turn those lunges into some lunge kicks. Not yet. You might need to pause it and give your legs a quick shake out. But if you can, let's go straight into it. In 3, 2, 1, come on up. 30 seconds each side. Let's go. Lunge it back and kick it this time. Take it back and kick. So let the work really come from the bend in that back knee. Get that knee as close to the floor as you can. And then roll that hip under and really, really give it a good kick. And change sides. Let's go back, kick it up, take it back. Good work. Shoulders back, make sure you're bending from the back knee. That's it. Make sure you're not hunching over. And we're going to come back down now for our Spider-Man push-up. So, Spider-Man knees, but you're going to add the push-up at the same time. Oh, so toes, knees here. So the bend comes as the knee comes round to the shoulder. We have done these before. Or your third option is your box, tap the toe behind. Now you're remembering this. We have done these. If adding the push-up in is too hard, you can either take the lower options or go back to just the knees, the Spider-Man knees from the first round. Hey, after this, you've only got one more exercise, team, and you are out of here. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Stay in your plank. You're going to jump it and then raise a leg. So, out in one leg raise. Out in other leg raise. Pull the tummy in. Hands under your head and shoulders. And let's think about our options here. You could either stick with just the leg raise from round 1. Or you could tap it like this from your knee. Down, up, down, and in. If you take this, make sure you pull the belly in. Or you could walk it out, walk it in, raise it up. Out, out, in, up. Out, out, in, and up. You are facing the finish line. In 3, 2, 1. Well done, team. Great work. Hug it in. How are we? How did you find that boot camp session? How did you find the second round? Drop the knees. Were those round 2 exercises, were they too much of a challenge? Were they difficult but manageable? Change. Just breathe. That was a tough session, so well done, guys. The big question is, how were those phase 3 burpees, hey? Stretch one leg up, flex the foot, pull it in. Same boot camp cool down. So you've done, you can say, if you were able to do at least 1 rep of that phase 3 burpee, you can tell people, I've done it with a push-up and a tuck jump. Pull the other thigh in. You don't have to tell them you only managed 1. They don't know that. So if you've been able to keep up, you've seen that from the very beginning of the sessions, change legs, take it up. We started with that beginner burpee and we've gradually built it up. So I hope you're at least able to give it a try by week 6 here. Foot over the other knee, pull the thigh in. Soles of the feet together, drop the knees out. Come on up. As always, come onto your knees, bring it forward, hip flexor stretch. And as always, change legs. Use this time to reflect on your journey over the past 6 weeks. You've worked hard with me, I am assuming. And And I really hope you're seeing a difference in your fitness. Come on up, open the chest, in your strength, in your core, and in day-to-day functional fitness. You know, running around in your day-to-day life. Push it forward. How does that compare to 6 weeks ago? Good work. Pull one arm in. Sometimes it's not about how much weight you can lose or that dress size. I mean, they're very important. Sometimes it's just being able to run up a flight of stairs without feeling completely out of breath. Pull it down behind. Take those small wins with your, you know, your fitness journey, because they count. Pull it across. And take it behind. And the time has come to take your arms up, stretch it to one side. Stretch it to the other. You know what to do. Come on up, big deep breath in. And out. Well done, team. See you next time.